Last video, we visited 2 national parks. We walked through giant saguaros at Saguaro National Park in Tucson, Arizona, then crossed into New Mexico and drove to White Sands National Park. Dogs are allowed in this park, so Piper enjoyed the unique landscape with us. After staying the night in Walmart's parking lot at Alamogordo, New Mexico, we began heading to Carlsbad to see our 10th national park in 1 calendar year. We actually were able to visit all 3 parks, Saguaro, White Sands, and Carlsbad in 3 days, 1 park each day. The 3.5-hour drive from White Sands to Carlsbad took us through higher elevation, past 6,500 feet high. Driving on the windy mountain roads took us through small towns where we spotted many areas of snow on the side of the road. Once we arrived at the national park, we took our picture at the sign, walked through the visitor center, stamped our passport book, and bought a patch to hang in the van. You can enter the caves by an elevator in the visitor center or walk to the cave's natural entrance behind the visitor center. This is how we chose to enter. It is a paved path that slopes 1.25 miles downward into the cave. It was very dark since we were exploring a cave, and we didn't want to ruin anyone else's experience of the cave by keeping light on, so we took low light still shots of the miraculous geological features. The features began developing 265 million years ago when this area was a reef along a shelf edge of an inlet sea that covered southeast New Mexico. The reef contained mostly sponges and algae. Over time, pressure built, compressing the underlying old reef into limestone. Many millions of years of tectonic land shifts pushed the area above sea level. As the seawater evaporated, salt was left behind and cavities formed. Water dripped down into the limestone bedrock, forming stalagmites and stalagmites. After we finished our self-guided tour, we rode the elevator up to the surface. We did it! 10 national parks in the same calendar year. So the first batch of national parks we hit was 6 of them, and that was while I was having a conference up in Keystone, Colorado. Stopped at Petrified Forest National Park first, then crossed into a little bit of New Mexico up to Colorado and did Table Mesa National Park, then Great Sand Dunes National Park, and then we jumped all the way up to Rocky Mountains National Park, came down to Keystone for the conference, then went into Utah and hit Canyonlands and Arches National Park. The following weekend, we went to Joshua Tree. So on this trip, we hit the Saguaro National Park in Tucson, then went into New Mexico and did White Sands National Park and Carlsbad. This is our 4th day on our trip. We are in Carlsbad, New Mexico. Yesterday we were at the Carlsbad Caverns National Park. Last night we were supposed to stay at a Walmart in Carlsbad. However, it was very heavily trafficked, lots of noise. There was a railroad track right across the street from it. The night before we stayed in a Walmart that had a train going by a lot and a lot of traffic, so we didn't receive a lot of sleep. The night before that, we stayed at the casino in Tucson, also right next to railroad track, so not a lot of sleep, and also planes going overhead that day. So yesterday we decided to cash in some of our Hilton Honors points and get a hotel room for free, and we had to pay the $50 for a pet, which is Piper. This way we could relax, get a good night's sleep, take showers. Breakfast is included in that, just a little continental breakfast, and workout this morning. So the workout gym had some free weights and things like that. We could also have Piper run around the hotel room. She's not all cooped up in the van. We were able to reset, and we're going to head east and get into Texas today. And staying overnight night at Walmart again tonight in Abilene, Texas, I believe is what we're gonna shoot for. It's about a 5-hour drive.
From the Carlsbad area, we head east towards Route 167, heading for Texas. This area of New Mexico had a lot of cows roaming next to the oil refineries.
We have all the solar collection and then followed by the oil refinery. We need a wind for energy now. There's one little one way back there. We just pulled into a Love's. We're still in New Mexico, about 5 miles until we reach over to Texas. We're off of Route 176 where it crosses over to Route 18. There's oil rigs all over the place. We're in the middle of nowhere really. Piper's watching Chris fill up. We're gonna take a break here, walk Piper, get some lunch, use the facilities, walk around, stretch our legs.
The scenery didn't change too much once we crossed into Texas. We experienced more sightseeing of the flat open road surrounded by oil fields and cattle. However, we did spot a few windmills.
Yesterday when we were driving, we drove through road reconstruction. They were resurfacing the road and we noticed we have tar all over the van. You can see this, the sprinkles of it everywhere. I'll back up so you can see. All along the wheelbases, all in here, all there, all up here, all over the back. So we were looking online, how do you get this stuff off? And it said to spray with WD-40, let it sit for a moment, and then rub it off with a paper towel. So we did that on a spot check area, and it works. But we have to do the whole van. So we are in Abilene, Texas right now. We're getting ourselves over to Fort Worth, Texas, and we're looking up truck stop car washes between here and there. Chris thinks he found one at a Love's about an hour from where we are. So we are going to head over there, manually scrub down whatever we can with the WD-40 and paper towel. Oh, Chris thinks he's funny. He's driving off. And then take it through the truck car wash to get all the WD-40 and smudges off. You ready to head out? Where's Piper? Hi! We found Big D's truck stop. The office is over there. When we got in, an individual came up and talked to us and said, pull your van around. We'll do you right now. There was no one here, but by the time we got into the van, pulled it around, this truck beat us in. So it looks like they are doing us because he started washing us down. Told us to wait in the car. So we'll see how this goes and how it turns out and how much of the tars left are taken off. So the wash removed a lot of the tar. There's still some left, but I'd say it removed about 80 to 90% of everything. Let's see what the back looks like. Oh no, there's still a lot. Still a lot on the back.
Those sides look good though. Let's see at the front. Oh, we still have some. We are staying the night around Fort Worth, Texas at a Harvest Host Benbrook Par 3 golf course. That's what's behind us over there. Right now we're the only RV van in the area. They do take a few spots. They host events there. That's what the building is, their event building. But they also have a driving range and a miniature golf course, as well as batting cages here. That's it for today. In the next video, we drive into Dallas for a walking tour of JFK's assassination. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Remember to click the thumbs up button, share with friends, and leave comments. Take care. Bye.